In today's health headlines, preparing for back to school, what to consider for your child's sleep schedule, and when to keep them home from school, and tips to help your child stay well as they go back to school. Joining me is Dr. Mary Ann Flaherty-Hewitt, Yale Medicine pediatrician and professor of pediatrics at Yale School of Medicine. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You bet. Fun time of the year. Good sleep,
yes.
Good sleep is crucial for children's health. What is your advice for parents as they get back to a school schedule?
Absolutely. A bedtime routine that's well established is really going to help children get back on track for school. And starting now is really a great idea for parents and families, especially with school starting in the next couple of weeks. You don't want to wait until the last minute to try to change that summer schedule into, the regular school schedule. And recommendations for children's sleep range between 9 and 12 hours a night, especially for those preschool and school-age children, and around 8 to 10 hours per night for our teenagers. So encouraging winding down with screens at least an hour before bedtime is really important to help children fall asleep easier. And then having a similar routine every night, such as their bath and shower, then brushing their teeth, and then reading a good book can really help to establish great sleep habits from now and throughout the school year.
Yeah, start easing them in. I remember that as a kid.
Yes.
Sniffles, coughs, and other mild symptoms are common when school starts. What are some signs that your child should stay home from school?
Absolutely. Most likely kids are going to catch something during the start of the school year when they're around their friends and other children they haven't seen for a while. And it's estimated that children can have mild viral illnesses about 8 to 10 times during the course of the school year. And we really want kids to stay in school. It's important for their education, and it's really important for social connection, but sometimes they may need to stay home. And if your child is running a fever, if they're having any vomiting or diarrhea, certainly if there's a cough that's interrupting their sleep schedule, and then for children with certain medical conditions like asthma, it's really important to get in touch with the pediatrician. These kinds of questions are bread and butter for a pediatrician's office. So if you have questions about when to keep your child home to keep them safe and certainly keep everybody else at school healthy, please feel free to check in with your pediatrician's office so that they can help guide you through those questions.
Yeah, and in the fall and winter time, of course, you've got the flu and cold and those different kinds of viruses. And of course, COVID is around too. So how do we deal with all that? Exactly. And really the best way to plan for back to school at this time, the first thing we say is to really check with your child's doctor and make sure they're up to date on those vaccines as they're starting the school year. And many pediatricians' offices are actually offering the flu vaccine now, so parents can get it as part of that back to school physical. Starting the day with a balanced breakfast and keeping their diets full of fruits and vegetables is another great way to keep kids healthy during this school year. Teaching children good hand hygiene is never going to be the wrong thing to do. Teaching them to cover their coughs and sneezes are great habits to reinforce to keep those germs away. And then, as we mentioned before, excellent sleep hygiene is really critical to young bodies and keeping them healthy and ready to learn this school year. All right, I see your family behind you. You're doing all those things too.
Yes, we're trying.
Dr. Mary Ellen Flaherty-Hewitt, thanks so much.
No problem. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
You too.